Alright, so in this video I am going to be discussing the reasons or giving you an explanation of why censorship affects readers. And as I was doing my research, I was actually on the deletecensorship.org site, and I came across a reader's proclamation form, and this form actually sums up how I feel as a reader about censorship, and I think that everybody else that hears this video will be able to agree. So I'm going to read just a small portion of it, and of course in my references there will be the link to this exact document so you can go and find it and check it out for yourself. So it says, the freedom to read is intrinsic to our democracy, and the sharing of ideas and information is among our greatest freedoms. And privacy is intrinsic to the exercise of that freedom, and the right to privacy is the right to open inquiry without having the subject of one's interest examined or scrutinized by others. And the freedom to read is protected by our constitutional rights outlined in the First Amendment of the Bill of Rights. And some individuals, groups, and public authorities work to remove or limit access to reading materials, to censor content in schools that are labeled controversial, or become on their disturbed lists, and are labeled objectionable books or authors, and to purge libraries of materials reflecting the diversity of our society. And both governmental intimidation and the fear of censorship causes authors who seek to avoid controversy to practice self-censorship, thus limiting our access to new ideas. Americans still favor free enterprise in ideas and expressions, and can be trusted to exercise critical judgment, to recognize propaganda and misinformation, and to make their own decisions about what they read and believe, and to exercise the responsibility that accompany this freedom. And intellectual freedom is intrinsic to the preservation of free society and a creative culture. So I do agree with that article, basically summary of how we feel as readers about censorship. I don't think that any material, whether it's literature, whether it's videos, whether it's magazines, whatever format that it comes in, I don't think that things should be censored. I feel that way because, let's say, with books, for one, writers have to go through a long drawn-out process of writing and just, getting their material accepted by a publisher in the first place. As I mentioned above, publishers only take a small percentage of reading material nowadays. So it's hard for writers, for one, to break into the writing industry, and then when they have society challenging their views or their opinions because they cannot stomach what was, in the book, it just causes a lot of money and time. I feel like if there's a book that you find offensive, that you don't want your child reading, it's simple as removing the book from the home and not allowing that in your house, or you just not simply reading that material again. So that is my explanation, and I thank you guys for watching this video.